Put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here. Get out.
Frank Castle moment.
As a matter of fact, the whole reason I even asked that question is for me to come to this conclusion. I'm going to be very honest about this. You guys might not like it, but I'll turn it to you guys. I think women are fairly useless outside of sex. If I'm going to be all the way 1,000, women don't offer much value to you unless they either A, are fucking you and they respect you so that you can put them to work to do something for you and actually add value outside of sex, or B, they work for you directly and you're paying them. But other than that, women really don't offer men much value. That's why I tell guys, don't have female friends because they're not going to give you that much value in return. You're better off hanging out with guys, having male friends, because you guys experience the same bullshit. You guys experience the same adversity. You're able to identify on that and work together to overcome it versus a female doesn't understand your experience. Most women don't understand the male experience at all, which I'm not knocking you guys for it. But the reality is that men live life on hard mode. Women live life on easy mode. I can't go ahead and make an OnlyFans and make 10K selling feet pictures. I don't have that available to me. I can't just be very pretty and get a man to rescue me. It's not happening. It's on my own. And I think as someone who needs to be able to grab themselves from the bootstraps, you're better off being around men that are going to tell you how the world really works versus women who are going to say some bullshit like go see a therapist or whatever. Depression isn't real. You're just a loser.
I disagree with that. My ex-husband was bipolar and he was crazy. Like there was even.
I didn't talk about bipolar.
But that's mental illness. That is depression. Bipolar.
It has depression.
Depression is a stage of life. So there's different.
Depression is a stage of life.
That was the biggest reach I've seen in a long time.
Bipolar depression.
Two different things.
He had depression.
Two completely different things.
Bipolar is a disorder. It's not depression.
So anyway, do you guys have any takes on that about what I said? I don't know if you agree, disagree, whatever. I know it doesn't sound the best, but I genuinely don't think women offer that much value. And I've noticed this with bisexual women. If they're bisexual, they almost always will maybe have a phase with women, but they'll go back to men for long term. And then even women that are lesbian, they typically regress back to men after a period of time being lesbian. And I genuinely think the reason for that, right? This is speculation, open to you guys debate if you want. I think the reason for that is because men offer way more value. So if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, at least be with someone that's stronger than you, could protect you, could provide for you, provision for you, be more logically sound. You don't have to deal with their bullshit hormones and emotions. They're going to be a lot more rational and stable than another female. That's what I've come to realize. And I genuinely think women don't offer much value unless you're fucking them.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So since you believe that, do you believe that if you had the option, you would live in a world where you just chill with the homies, period, that's it? You would not choose to see one female, not one day, for the rest of your life?
Well, I told you before that women provide sexual access. So yeah. But if I'm talking about having genuine conversation, talking about
for
things,
your life to be successful and to be great and amazing.
100% men.
Would you completely push out women for your life to be great?
Well, here's the thing.
Completely omit women. For your life to be great, because women don't add no value. Yeah.
If a man actually does want to be extremely successful, he's going to have to go through a period of time where he doesn't focus on females because females are 100% a liability.
I agree.
The whole process of courting and dealing with women in itself is extremely time consuming, monetarily consuming, and can fuck with your energy. So as a man, you need to take that and channel it into being productive. Every guy that I know that does nothing but chase women throughout their life ends up either broke, depressed, sad, whatever it may be, because women are expensive to maintain and deal with.
Okay.
I would argue
and I'll say this real quick. The reason why is because women are designed to extract resources.
I understand.
Men are designed to create resources. Women are designed to extract resources. And even at the highest levels, let's say you got a girl that's a millionaire, makes a lot of money. She still wants a man that makes 1.5, 1.2, 1.3. No matter how much security a woman could provide to herself, she still expects a man to bring more to the table than herself. So that proves my point that regardless of how much security a woman has, she still wants more. So as the guy, you have to be able to take periods of time off, right, from females to focus on you and build the castle, and then they will come, because women don't build, they move in.
And I would argue that, once again, men and women should be together. I think that's the optimal standpoint.
Absolutely.
However, I would just say as well, in that same sentence, that most men would prefer to have women in life. However, it's kind of like, it's luxury dating women. It's luxury because you want to be successful. You want to be that man of status, that man of value. But if you take too much time dating women at the very beginning, it can mess you up. So here's a very good point there.
Matter of fact, we tell guys don't live with a girl.
Dealing with women of the world. Absolutely. But you used to be, or you used to want to be a pastor, because I seen a little clip. So you know about a woman of God, right? So you know about women of God.
Yeah, Myron.
I think that's
So women of God.
Come on, Myron. Come on, man.
I seen it on this show. Somebody.
Yeah, Myron. She seen it, Myron.
So you
That's
know.
Myron.
So
That's
you know.
Myron. Go on, Myron. Amen.
So
it's
you
actually
know.
Fresh that wanted to be the best.
Okay, Fresh. So Fresh, you know, and y'all Okay,
Yeah.
and you know that there's a different type of woman apart from the woman of the world.
Yes.
Okay, then. So you know that woman, she got everything you need. And you have access to her. You can get her if you want to. You're going to be a successful man and have plus things you can't even think about. You know that.
But even that woman requires a man to be a man of value.
And you would be perfect for her.
Yeah.
You know that.
Okay, but to find a woman nowadays is almost impossible. You can do it, but it's going to take time.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We're talking about not a woman of the world now. You know what I'm talking about. Not a woman of the world.
Yeah, but even then, though, you still need the qualities and the standards that she's going to want a man of certain status to be that man of God for her still. So, I mean, either way, you still got to provide.
Exactly. But you have access to her, but you have to build yourself up, right? To be ready for her.
Exactly.
So both of y'all going to come like this.
But hold on. He's saying before you even get there, how do you become that man of status? You have to
work on yourself, right?
Without women in your sight.
Right. Now, if every woman on the earth was a woman of God, right? I mean, this would be a different type of conversation, but you would have to work on yourself apart from the women of the world to get that woman of God that got everything that you could ever imagine.
Like you said.
But you need that woman of God. You need that woman. The women of the earth are distractions.
Well, all right,
right.
stop the show.
Right?
This is what I mean when I say women live life on easy mode. See, what you're talking about is the finish line.
Yeah.
We're talking about preparing for the race in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the finish line. The girl's going to be there waiting for the winner. What I'm saying is I'm preparing the guy to run the race in the fucking first place. You must build yourself up to even be able to enter the race, to cross the finish line and have the woman pick you. But women don't understand this because women are not made. Men are. Women are born with value. Men must create their value. Women get their value as soon as they turn 18. They could go in and find a guy that's a multimillionaire successful. We don't get that privilege. We have to actually run the race, and then whoever's there at the end can pick the winner from the finish line. So you're assuming attraction. I'm telling you the attraction doesn't even come into play unless I cross the finish line.
You don't understand what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about a relationship in the spirit, not the flesh people of the world, you don't want no women while you're building yourself up because those women of the world are distractions, like he was saying, distractions.
Yeah.
Right. But while you're building yourself up, the Lord can give you your woman while you're building yourself up.
Yes, he can, but it doesn't always happen that way.
It doesn't always happen that way, but you don't know your story until you live.
Generally,
look. Is it possible? Yes. Is it probable?
Exactly.
No, hold on. But this is the difference between men and women.
Yeah.
Women operate in Looney Tune world where it's possible. We don't operate on that. We operate on probabilities.
You don't believe it ain't gonna happen for you.
Look, man. See, only women get this privilege of saying crazy shit.
If you believe, you got access to it. If you don't believe, you don't have access.
I am in the spirit world, all this other shit. Look, I don't know what spirit world you're in, but I live on planet Earth. And in planet Earth, I go off of probabilities and not possibilities. Just because something is possible doesn't mean it's probable. So for me to increase the probability of success, I need to put myself in a position to increase those probabilities. Women get to go ahead and say, oh, well, it's possible. And the man's out there for me, all this other shit. Men don't get to live in this fairy tale world. We have to go make it happen, not hope for it to happen.
I understand your point of view. I understand that.
It's not even a point of view. It's the masculine burden of performance that women are not held to. So therefore, you're unaware of. And this is why I say, no offense, this conversation here, we've been talking past each other. Why? Because you don't understand the masculine experience. And a lot of girls don't understand it. So what the hell do I look like talking to women that live in spirit worlds? I'm better off talking to a guy who's on planet Earth that understands my struggles, understands the burden of performance, understands that we need to get out there and fucking get it. And we can't rely on a spirit world.
You don't believe
women
exist like that?
You're going to click up with a man that's of the world and y'all going to grind together.
Exactly.
I get it.
No,
there's women that actually want things.
You guys have said some nonsensical things during this podcast. For example, we asked you your relationship status. You said in spirit, I'm XYZ. You ever hear men speak like that?
Because you don't believe. Men don't really believe. Some men believe.
I'm asking you, do you ever hear men listen?
Yes, I do.
Speaking like that and or talking about their horoscopes or stars and rocks and all this other shit?
Yes, I do.
Successful men?
Yes, I do.
Successful men?
They successful, yeah.
No,
they successful.
that's a no.
Yes, they are.
No.
Successful.
It doesn't matter.
The answer to that is no, and I'm going to tell you why. All millionaire men typically have very similar characteristic traits, and one of the biggest ones, whatever, that's your opinion, but one of the biggest ones is understanding that they have to go out there and get it and make it happen. Nothing in the spirits, all this other bullshit, reading tarot cards. Women believe in that bullshit because you guys have the privilege of being in a Looney Tune world.
I have to grind. I don't got nobody giving me money. I have to grind. I have to do it myself same way.
That's fine.
Same way.
That's fine. But the burn performance is not the same on me as it is on you. You can still get saved by a guy. I can't. So that's why I'm telling you.
It hasn't happened yet.
If I ask the man,
it don't happen. Men don't say.
Stop interrupting. If I asked a man, what's your relationship status? 9 out of 10 times, they would never say some crazy shit like, in spirit, I'm blah, blah, blah. But women say crazy stuff like this all the time, and no one says anything because women are allowed to be in a Looney Tune world in general, being honest here.
That's the beauty of women because we have the beauty. We can access the spirit.
No,
we're intuitive.
You have the beauty, so you can
Men
be
are
retarded.
logical. Men are logical. Women are intuitive.
Look.
Intuition is a thing for a reason.
No,
men
women
don't have that.
Can say stupid shit because men want to have sex with them. That's why.